Yo, yo, it is your boy Invincible, and you are watching a new episode of the Gentleman Club Diary. We got another spectacular guest. She is all the way in Wisconsin. I don't know if she's a cheesehead, but she is from Wisconsin. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Wisconsin Tiff to the show.
Hi, I am. I'm wearing my big old. Actually, this is the Badgers, but
Badgers, are you a Packers fan?
yes,
Okay, this is something I heard. I heard that you would, I like to say blow your socks off. That's my way. I don't know if you understand that, but blow your socks off for a cup of coffee. So you're a coffee lover. Is that true? Yeah. So what kind of coffee you love? Because I am a coffee lover.
normally anything from the local coffee shop because there's this one that's really, really good. I normally will get like an iced latte from them or a blended
A blended.
coffee drink. Yeah, but their coffee is so good. It's
Well, I'm a coffee freak. Like I wake up, I gotta have coffee. I like hot and cold coffee, so it doesn't really matter. So that's good to know that you're a coffee person. What about cheese curds? Because I had a friend from Wisconsin that I was working with, and he kept talking about cheese curds. So I'm wondering, like, what is it with cheese curds in Wisconsin?
There's two different kinds. There's the squeaky cold ones that well, actually, you don't technically have to have them in your fridge. If you go to the gas station, you'll get like fresh ones from local farms or the factory, and they'll be sitting on the counter, so they don't have to be cold all day long. But the cold ones are good. They're the squeaky ones, and then there's the deep fried ones where they deep fry them, and those are so good. But they're not like Culver's because Culver's taste, those are not good. Everyone like talks about how Culver's is amazing and stuff because people from Florida or from like the South or because Culver's is actually from Wisconsin. So when people think those are like the actual cheese curds, like those honestly don't taste like the cheese curds, like if you were to get them from Lambeau Field or
Mm.
because the breading is really thin and it's really good. It's almost like the ones from the fair, but I don't think they have the ones from the fair here. They're so good. Or like Oktoberfest, and they have the fryers going with the thin breading. It is so good. But the thicker bread, I don't like that because it don't unless you're going to like a pub, then
Uh,
they deep fry 'em. But the ones from Culver's, or Tom's Drive-In.
okay, see, I'm from California, so we don't have cheese curds from what I know of. But
Okay.
I just heard that cheese curds are it. That's the it thing.
Mhm. They're good.
Yeah, I want to get into like before I even get into the more provocative stuff, I want to know like what are your like hobbies? I mean, what's some of your hobbies?
Probably going traveling. Traveling is one of my hobbies,
Mhm.
except if it's something with work, I don't really like. I want to take a vacation soon.
Yeah.
Everything that every traveling type stuff that I do is for work, and I just want to go back to Aruba so bad. Like I just want to sit on the beach and not be on a phone unless I'm like taking photos of myself, but
Yeah.
I don't want to interact with anybody. I just want to like chill my brain out for a moment because yeah, so if there's no Wi-Fi on the beach, if I go wander off, it gives me an excuse to not be on my phone. But I like to travel and I like to explore. I like going to coffee shops. I don't know if that's a hobby if that's a hobby, but
Okay, that's
um I like shopping online.
okay, okay. So you like buying things.
I
Buying.
like well, it depends. I hate going to the stores. I get so frustrated, but I love going online because it's like, all right, I can spend so much time if I don't decide I want it, I'll get some. But I like finding stuff on the internet. And I like antiques. I like going to antique
Oh,
shops.
okay. So yeah, that's cool. I used to own an antique shop. So
Okay.
yeah, believe it or not, I used to own one. So
Oh, that's
yeah,
cool.
I
My
got it.
grandma was an antique owner,
Oh, was she?
antique shop owner many years ago. Yeah, I have entrepreneurs in my whole family.
Nice. Yeah, I did see you said something about like you're into like manifesting and something like that, right? Is that what you said? There's some
Mhm.
yeah, something I wrote. So I don't know what you're into because I actually looked up something and correct me if I'm wrong. Is it true that you went on like an ayahuasca retreat?
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. See, I
Last year.
last year you did it, right?
Hmm.
And you did combo too, is that correct?
Yep, I did ayahuasca, combo, hoppe, and I collect. gemstones for
Mm.
fun. I collect some of my favorites are petrified wood and like um my father was a rock finder, so or an artifact
Yeah.
hunter, so I would go with him to find the artifacts from like the Native Americans and I have a lot of knowledge in like plants and nature, but I don't really share that on the internet because it's not really
Yeah.
something that I don't think it's not really something that I don't know.
No, I find it interesting. You know why I find it interesting? Because like I kind of feel like we gotta do some soul searching sometimes. And when I heard that you did combo, because I just did combo.
Mhm.
I even have the what is it?
Oh yeah, I have my
Yeah, the dots right there. I just did it like a couple of days ago, but I've
I
done it.
have two, but they're
Oh yeah,
like
yeah,
right
yeah, yeah, yeah.
there.
Yeah, see combo in the house. And for the audience that don't know about combo, that's the frog. And so that's the frog medicine. And so I think it's cool. Did on your ayahuasca trip, what kind of trip did you have? I'm just curious.
I went out to upstate New York
Hmm.
and I've heard there's great places in California, so maybe one day I'll go out there. But for it, I went to upstate New York and it was a very small group. It was very intimate, so it was about 10 of us. And then there was three helpers and one main guy. So everybody I think it was like 8 or 10 people. Maybe there was eight. I was a really small group. So everybody got the attention and help that they needed. Because when I took Hoppe, oh my gosh. Have you ever done that?
That's from the nose? Is that where
Yeah.
they blow the tobacco in your nose, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It was like orange or something, or maybe it's like red. It hit me so hard.
Yeah.
I didn't even want to do the other side because they said
Yeah.
no, you have, and it was like I was on my hands and knees and I was going back and forth and I felt dizzy and I just started and then they said you got to do the other one to balance out and I was like no, and I was like okay. So they did it and then I started crying and I couldn't understand why I was crying so hard and I was thinking of my dad and they said it's because it's a masculine type. It's grandfather Hape.
Hoppe, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. See, I did it, the ayahuasca. So I don't know, they do one with combo too. Did you do something with combo before? Like, and
It was the first night was the ayahuasca and then the next afternoon we had the option to do a combo before the ceremony because we did 2 nights. It was Friday, Saturday night, and then Sunday was where we parted away. Or maybe it was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I can't remember. It was a weekend getaway.
yeah,
So it was nice that I didn't have to be gone for a whole week because due to my schedule. But you paid a little extra if you wanted to try the combo experience in the middle of the day before the ceremony, the next before setting up and everything. So I did that, and oh my gosh, it was like I was like, okay, I'm like sitting there waiting for it to hit, and it like hit within like minutes. I mean, you would understand because you
yeah.
experienced it. My God, I felt like I was gonna die.
Yeah. So was it a good experience though? Like, did you? Because I mean, I could share my visions too, but
With combo.
no, not with combo.
Oh, I was like, honey, I was on the toilet. I was all everywhere. I was just miserable for like 30 minutes and then I felt great. My ayahuasca experience was I wasn't sure what to expect when I went there. I because I had to eat vegan or plant-based for like a month. So I kind of like I'm trying to think of how it was. It was nice because I didn't have to be on my phone and I got to be in the moment. And it taught me to be a little more forgiving of other people.
Mhm.
But I didn't go and I didn't see crazy things. Did you?
Yeah, so it actually took a while to kick in. So the shaman was like, "Okay, are you having any kind of, pictures in your mind? Are you seeing any visions?" I said, "No." I didn't feel nothing. The first cup, I didn't feel nothing. So she said, "Okay, come back to the altar." and I got one more cup. And then I sat down, and for some reason, I seen a rat like getting injected by something. And once I saw
Oh,
that, I started throwing up. It started coming out. And then that's when I started having the visions. And I had like these little furry guys, like they're like balls of fur, and they were licking me. And I was like, "What are you guys doing?" They're making me laugh, and I was like, "What are you guys doing?" And I was trying to push them away, and they're looking at me like I was crazy. They're like dogs from like another realm or something. And
oh.
yeah, and that was the first, but I had a good experience. It was like a total good experience. I went to my childhood. Um, I I enjoyed it. Like, I mean, we could get in depth with it, but it's yeah, it's a long story. But the ayahuasca experience for me was amazing.
Okay, yeah, I didn't really go. I didn't see anything really crazy. I
Mhm.
don't know if it was from Hoppe really hit me hard. I felt like I saw the tree because it was outside and we did it outside, and all the pine trees turned into like marching army men,
Oh, dang.
and the trees were like
Yeah.
mad at each other.
Oh,
I don't
what?
know if that was just me thinking stuff or if it was or if it was the stuff, but I wanted to do it again somewhere else just to see because the first cup I didn't feel anything, but I did throw up
You
the
did
second
that?
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I held it back because they said to, and yeah, so I thought about maybe I should go out to California.
Okay, when you come to California, if you're down, I'm down to do it all with you. So if you want to do,
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
I
So
wouldn't mind. I really want to do that again, but I'm not sure when. So,
yeah, no, I think it kind of enlightened me to really have understanding of a lot more things. I think I'm a lot more humbler, and like you said, a little more understanding with people too. Uh,
yeah, it made me be a lot more forgiving. I think because also being out in the middle of nowhere in the woods
mhm.
and really taking a break from social media and being around people who do not do what I do because and it made me realize like kind of took me a step back from like from like the adult work.
Yeah, yeah. Now, speaking of the adult work, the type, what I find interesting about you is that you kind of have your own, is it niche, your own lane, that the type of content you actually shoot. Is that something that, I mean, because that takes a lot of a creative a mindset. So, what made you want to say, "Hey, I don't want to do mainstream porn. I want to do this type of porn"?
Well, I do some mainstream, but I haven't done any this year. No,
Uh,
I did I do one mainstream shoot? Well, I do stuff for Tadpole because he does mainstream, but he's located in Chicago, but I don't normally I do it mostly on my own, but I've done like DP Diva and or no, Perv City and Private Society and the VR stuff for Tadpole for his websites. But I mostly just do my own thing. So I do want to do a couple of mainstream shoots just to change it up, at the end of the year, maybe beginning of next year. I wouldn't mind shooting for Perf City again, just because I like the owner. I'm friends with him, and I shoot with him also sometimes when I'm not shooting for his company.
oh, that's cool. So, you normally shoot with average Joes, is that correct? They're kind of, I would say they're not. Okay, I know you have you shoot with older men, and then you kind of shoot with, or is that only in the gangbang?
It really just depends. I shoot with content creators here and there. One of them was Cowboy Daddy. I shot with him not too long ago. Um, but it's mostly like if it's on my own, I just do mostly gangbangs. But if it's like just one on one, it's with guys that I normally shoot with because I don't feel like it's so hard sometimes. So it's getting really exhausting because during the gangbangs, I'm like getting really exhausted to where like the guys don't understand like I'm not getting you hard. You need to be hard because when you're on set, the guys need to be ready like that. And I just feel like I'm doing way more work than I need to get these videos started. I know it sounds like really bad, but it's like after doing this so many times, I just want to get the shoot done and over with. I don't want to spend 30 minutes trying to get a guy hard. So you need to start taking Viagra because I just can't do this. It's making the shoots take forever. So yeah, the other day I had a guy we was doing a gangbang and he couldn't not get hard. Like he got hard and then he's like, "Can you suck me?" And I'm like thinking, I'm like, I don't want to suck you. And I know that sounds like really bad. Normally I would, but I was like, dude, you get 5 more minutes and then if you can't, then we're not gonna do it. Cause I'm like, I got to I
Yeah.
got to get this done with. This shoot can't be taking too long. So, because it's going to make me really tired. But normally, I mean, I will give them a blowjob and stuff. But if you're like having issues and I have to do more than what I'm supposed to, I don't want to do it anymore. I want you to just, if you can't, you can't. That's your risk of showing up to a gangbang if you've never really done them.
So what is the gangbang etiquette? Like, how long do they get to do their thing, and I mean, how does that count as a person? Because I mean, yeah, what is the etiquette for gangbang?
So normally, well, for a while, I would just try to accommodate for all of our needs. But after doing it for so many times, and it's like, I just cannot do this. I cannot try to get this guy hard for like 20 minutes. Like, this is just excessive. So I'm like, we're wasting so much time, and that's so much video stuff that has to be edited out. And like, before we know it, that could have been like so, anyways, normally, if it's like a group of 10 guys, I try to not shoot for more than an hour.
Okay, so
Yeah.
wow.
Because I'm like, if we shoot for each guy, we'll get enough time because not everybody can get hard. So,
So that's like a thing, huh? I mean, I remember somebody took, so what do they do to get hard? Like what's kind of the process? Because I've heard somebody, I forgot the name of it. So I interviewed another performer. She said that they inject something where it makes the performers hard. I don't know if that's
um, not all of them do. Some of them are just they come and they're just hard. And then the one guy, I think he was hard, but then he lost it. I don't know if it was just nerves. And then that's when he needed my help. Some guys will take
oh,
I don't know
Cialis? Is that what it is? No, no,
yeah, and Viagra.
yeah. Wow.
And one of them does the shot. But the only thing with the shot is that if they take it, they usually can't come.
Oh, damn.
I think that's what I heard.
So
Because
just
I'm like, the one guy who's done the shot, he doesn't come.
so
He
this
just fucks me, and then we just add that in there, and I tell him like,
man.
just fuck me as long as you need to, and then I'll have the next guy. You don't have to come. The point is that you're fucking me in the video. So, but
Yeah.
the other guys will have cream pies. So,
Yeah.
was the other day. It was really crazy.
Wow. So yeah, I took one time someone recommended one of those rhino pills from the gas station. I took it. Man, I had a headache for like literally a week.
Oh,
I said, when is this thing gonna go away? So never again. I said, I'm cool. I just figure it out, but I'm not gonna ever take one of those ever again.
oh yeah, they probably aren't good.
Yeah, no, they're not good. They're not good. So do you actually get pleasure out of this, or is it just pretty much work? Do you orgasm too, or is it painful? What's kind of the process for you?
I never have an orgasm during a gangbang, and that's for my personal reasons. I don't want to, because I feel like if I do, I'll end up being really tired afterwards. But other reason is because I don't want someone else to feel like they're like, oh, I made her come, and I feel like it would be kind of unfair to the other guys.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, because the gangbang to me is for guys to like use me, not for me to like use all the guys. Like,
I get it.
that's how I view it. And normally, if I do, it's usually if it's like a one-on-one scene.
Oh, one-on-one scenes.
Hmm.
So basically, the one-on-one scenes you're able to come, and the other ones is just more. Is that just more for the content purposes, like to because you did what? How, was it 5,000? Was that what you were trying to
I
aim?
haven't done that yet.
You're trying to.
Um, yeah. Yeah. So if it's a gangbang, I'm not gonna have an orgasm. I don't want one because I want to just focus on the shoot because um for another guy is gonna feel like, oh, I don't know, but I just don't. I don't kiss during gangbangs. Also, I prefer not to because I got strep once from a gangbang.
Oh shoot. Dang.
Yeah.
Wow. So yeah, the gangbangs sound like a lot of work. I mean, shout out to you for being able to handle that. So what is this with the 5,000? You're looking to do 5,000? Would that be like a record? Yes. So
Mhm.
what has to go into your mindset going into something like that?
The planning and the marketing is going to be the hardest part.
Mhm.
The planning is hard because Lily Phillips is gonna be doing with me.
Yeah.
So I'm flying to the UK to do it, and then well, here's the plan. So obviously you can't do it in a day. That's just not realistic. And for all we know, you probably can't even do it in a week. So my plan was to do it to count it as the whole entire summer. So that would be easy. But if I went to the UK and we did like, I don't know, we tried to get as many, that would still look really good for, be like, that's insane. And if I came back home and then I did like, I don't know, like 1,000 more or something, 500 more in like a week.
In a week? Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of work. People don't even know how much that goes in. That's a lot. I'm like thinking that's a ton of work. But Lily Phillips, what? So that's pretty cool. So you're collaborating with her on this, and I mean that's I think that's super dope.
Yeah, because we did the 50 guy one, and because we understand the marketing and the planning that goes behind it, we do pretty well when it comes to um, organizing these type of things. So,
Yeah, she understands the marketing too. Now,
yeah.
I'm thinking, do you think a lot of people might judge you because of the type of content you shoot, or does that even matter to you, or you're like, I don't care? I mean, do you get a lot of judgment?
Yeah, I get a lot of judgment, but I don't really take it personal. I mean, I've had creators say stuff and I don't even really read into it. Um, if I saw if I see somebody saying something, I don't take it personal from the creator because at the end of the day, if a creator is um complaining about it or like has something negative to say, I'm just thinking I'm like they have a lot of time on their hands and they're obviously lacking in something because most people don't, if they're busy, they don't care.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, for somebody to go out their way to hate on you, I think
Yeah.
yeah, in my opinion, I just feel like, hey, you're being creative. What I noticed based on my research from you is that you're pretty much, like I said, you're an innovator as far as doing your own thing. You're not doing the same thing. You kind of have your own lane. And
Yeah, I don't follow trends, even though I've had some random people say, "When did this become a trend?" And I'm like, I've been doing what I've been doing for over 2 years. And the only reason it's starting to blow up is because more people are doing it. And it's just that my marketing got better. So
mm,
I found a way to market my stuff. So that's why. Or they'll just say random things and it's like whatever. So I just do my own thing. What I like doing
yeah,
is my own creativity. I have some other things coming up. Yeah, so I have people that are like, why would you do all this? Or they think like I just started doing this stuff. Like I just started like trying to keep up with other people. And I'm like, I've been in the press for over 2 years for all the things that I've been doing. It's just that you're finding me now. So I've gotten so much press about the old men stuff, about the seniors from 2023. And I
hey,
don't think they realize that. So, anyways, yeah, I just do my own thing. Um,
that's cool. I mean, if I was an old man, a lot older in my 70s or 80s, I mean, it would be an honor to hook up with you. So I think that's pretty cool. I mean, what made you start doing that? I mean, because you grew up in a religious household, is that correct?
well, we would go to my dad would send my brother and I to church. He never went to church, but he would send my brother and I every Sunday and Wednesday. And he wasn't really religious, but we lived a wholesome religious life, even though the things that he was doing wasn't really religious, like punishment, like
Oh,
being whipped with the belt and stuff.
okay. Yeah.
I used to get so many bruises all over my body from the belt, and that's considered obedient children. So having bruises all over your body means that you're being trained to listen.
Oh, man.
So anyways, yeah, I grew up very I wouldn't even say it's real religion, because to me it's like that's not, I don't know why people think that beating your kids is considered um
Yeah, part of it.
proper parenting. And I'm like, that's not the way of, that's not how I don't do any kind of stuff like that. So anyways, yeah, so I grew up a very like that. And um some of my family are Jehovah Witness. So my mom passed away when I was 4, and her side of the family was Jehovah, and they still are. They lived in another state though. And after my mom passed away, the my grandma was like trying to get custody of me and wanted me to live the Jehovah life. Thank goodness I never
Yeah, thank
never
goodness.
did, because my mom escaped when she was 17, and then she got pregnant with me. She lied and said she was 18 so she could escape the Jehovah cult.
Oh, dang. Yeah, well, I mean, I grew up in a Christian family, so I'm aware of, the religious stuff, but I broke away.
Yeah.
I got my own beliefs, my own thing. So yeah, I mean, so like how did you get introduced to the adult industry then? I mean, like did you
Oh, sorry, go on.
oh, no, I was gonna say, did you ever feel like because you did grow up kind of in the Jehovah Witness family, did you ever feel like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this, or what was your process when you first got into this?
So I was living on my own with my ex-husband when we were in high school. I moved out when I was 16, and I ended up moving in with him and his grandparents. And we were together for, since we were in high school. And then we ended up marrying, we have a family and all that. Well, he wasn't always nice to me. And what I thought was normal, I look back today and the things that he would say and do to me are not normal. Anyways, long story short, in 2020 of December, that's when I had decided I can't do this anymore. And because the marriage deteriorated so bad, and I was like, for the sake of our mental health, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it anymore. The way that I was getting yelled at, the way that I was getting sick and crying every night alone. And then I ended up just not being able to, I just left mentally from the marriage. And then I started TikTok in 2020. That month I started, and I didn't know anything about OnlyFans. And I posted a thing and I put it in my Snapchat stories. And one of my friends commented, "Oh, before you know, you'll be doing OnlyFans." And I wasn't even wearing anything provocative. I was just wearing normal, like, tank top. And I was like, OnlyFans? And I never thought about it. And I was like, whatever. And then I asked my sister like a week later, I was like, what's OnlyFans? And she said, I think that's a thing for celebrities. And I was like, oh. And then she did her research and she said, "Oh, anybody can do it." And she's like, "People make money." And I was like, "Wait a minute, what? How do they make money?" Like, she goes, "They just post bikini photos and stuff, and like, you don't have to post nudes." And I was like, "You can post bikini photos and make money?" And then I was like, "Oh my gosh." So I was like, "That's my way I can leave," because I didn't have any money to leave. I didn't really have a job. And even if I did, I wouldn't have been able to even make enough to even be on my own because of the situation I was in. So anyways, I was like, "Oh my gosh, I can do that." So that was in January. And then I told my ex I was going to leave him and I was going to start OnlyFans. And he's like, "No, you're not." And I'm like, "I am." And I said, "But I'm not going to post any nudes. I'm just going to post like bikini photos and stuff."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Whatever. No, you're not." And I'm like, "I am." And then I made the account
Oh,
and I did it anyways because I was like, I'm not listening to him anymore because I'm like, I'm going to do it. I don't care because I told him. So, I mean, I did tell him. So it's not like I'm not doing it. So, anyways, I made the account. He was so mad. He was so mad at me. And he didn't think I was going to actually leave him. So I left him 2 months in after I had started OnlyFans. I was doing live streams on there, and that's how I made a lot of my money. And I didn't post any nudes. It was just bikini photos and stuff. But I did show my boobs for like money. And I did tell my ex, I was like, I told him I'm going on a live stream and all I'm doing is showing my boobs. And he did not like that. And I was like, well, it's not like I'm actually doing anything. I'm just showing my boobs and they're giving me like $100 to show my boobs. So I made a lot of money doing those live streams because those guys from TikTok were like, wow, she's too wholesome to be doing this. And
Uh,
they were paying me so much money just to see my boobs.
wow. Well, hey, that's cool. I mean, so you figured out that, hey, this is a good, you can make a lot of money off of doing this.
Yeah, and I made TikToks about older men. I tried one TikTok. So all my stuff really wasn't marketed towards OnlyFans. But then once in a while I'll be like, I'm into men who are 45 and here I am in my 30s and they think I'm like 25 or something.
Uh,
And I'm like, I'm into men who are 40. And I would make like a caption and like I get all these like 40-year-olds and I was like, oh my gosh, they're so cool. And I'm like, I'm gonna say 50. And
uh,
then all of a sudden I'd get all these like 50-year-olds
mm,
and they would like buy stuff from my wish list and I was like, wow, they're so nice. And I'm like, I'm just going to market towards older men because I just found my niche because this is the easiest thing. And
yeah.
they just kept coming and coming and coming and I was like, I got all the older men. This is like the easiest thing for me. And they're so giving. So and like and that's when it started. But it wasn't until 2023 when I had made my real official sex tape. So I was in it for 2 years
Before you,
before I did anything. I didn't
oh,
want to do anything because I was afraid. I didn't want to upset my ex at the time because we were still technically married, and I didn't want. The reason why I didn't do anything is because I didn't want to upset him because I knew I would have heard it from him, even though we weren't together. I didn't want to hear it from him, and I would have, and we still weren't over each other, so it would have like broken his heart. But anyways, I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna do my first sex tape.
hey, that's wow. And what was that experience like? Your first actual sex tape?
Well, I take that back. The first one that I made with an older man was Jack Moore in 2023 of March. But I made one in December of 2022. And he was a little bit older than me, but he was a content creator, which that's Jack Moore was also, he's an adult actor in mainstream films and a creator. Um, I decided I wanted to do it in the woods.
Oh, out of all places, the woods. All right.
The state park because I'm an outdoorsy girl and I was like I had made some outdoorsy videos where I'd be like doing outdoorsy TikToks showing my hiking side like nothing so provocative. So I was like, well, I'm an outdoorsy girl and I want to do something that I enjoy doing and doing stuff outdoors. Anyways, we got caught, but they didn't really see us. Like they were standing in the distance, this old couple, and I was like, and I was
Dang.
freaking out. And I
Wow.
was like, why did I pick this place to be the first place? I was like, I didn't think anybody was gonna come back. We went off the trail. But anyways, that was my first time. It was really scary. And
Yeah.
then yeah, 2023. So I did my first sex tape with Jack Moore
Uh,
in 2023. He was the first older man that I actually worked with. But I did do stuff with older men off camera. So, but anyways, it was that March, and then I did a gangbang.
dang. Right away, right after that? Wow, that was what? So how? What like? Were you drinking? Were you what? Like, what made you?
No, no.
No, what made you say, you know what? I want to jump into a gangbang.
Because in 2022, I wanted to do a gangbang really bad, like 5 guys. And I didn't know how to go about it because I didn't want it to be creators. I just wanted it to be regular guys. But I'm like, I don't even know where I'm going to find all these guys because I don't even know where to start. So, anyways, I ran into Tadpole. And Tadpole, I found out about Tadpole through Rebel Rider's husband, who she's a mainstream actress. They found me from TikTok, Rex. Rebel Rider's husband, found me on TikTok because of something that I was doing, and he was obsessed with me ever since. And I was talking about how I wanted to do gangbang, but I don't know how to do one. And then he must have saw that, and he like reached out to me on Twitter, and
Wow.
he's like, I know a guy. So Tadpole is the one who got me started with the gangbangs. Well, anyways, because he would find the guys for me. Like these would be guys that have never done gangbangs, or some of them have, but they're not creators. They're just regular guys, or guys who are fans, and then they find me, and then they join. Well, I learned so much from him. I just organize them myself now.
You organize it so you filter out the people that are gonna do this.
Yeah, I can kind of now I have it all like down pat of what I need because there's a lot of people that will waste my time. They'll be like, I'll make a post on FetLife. I'll need like whatever, how many guys. And like guys will disregard that and message me and be like, what are you doing tonight? I was like, I'm trying to find guys for my gangbang. Like, what do you think I'm doing tonight? That's why I'm on here. I'm not on here to talk. I'm on here to get to like because I have too many messages on there and I don't want to like you think I want to spend all night telling you about my night? No, I want you to get in my gangbang.
Yeah, they don't understand that. Do these dudes try to get feelings for you? Do anybody ever get feelings for you or yeah?
Yeah. I've had to set some boundaries because of that because I am such a nice person when it comes to like being accommodating. Well, I've had people take advantage of my work ethic or I'm trying to think of like I put so much hard work into my social media and I've had guys in the past trying to make me do a bunch of work for them and then they get mad at me because I didn't do something for them and I'm like dude figure it out on your freaking own. I'm not your partner. I'm not your wife. I'm not your manager. If you don't like how I'm doing things, you need to figure out how to do it then because I'm not doing all this work for you. And you're not entitled to have all that information from me. If you can't, I'm like, I did all this work on my own. I figured it out on my own. Anyways, it's really made a difference with me now with treating all my work like a business now so that guys know like you can't just do that.
Now, because you've been married before, this is a question I like to just
I
talk
still
about.
am.
Yeah, okay, but being married, would you recommend people getting married? That's my question.
Well, I mean, if people want to get married, get married. I don't have anything against it. For me, I don't know if I ever can get married again because I was with my ex-husband for 17 years. We were married. I mean, we're still married. And when did we get married? Got married in 2013. So what is that? 13 years?
Something like that. I'm frozen right
Three,
now.
four. That's 12 years.
5 years?
And we
Okay.
get divorced in like very soon. So I'm obviously I make more than him, but we're not trying to fight for anything. And I left him everything. So I'm like the worst is that I'll owe a lot of child support, even though like we have them evenly. So it's just because I make more. But
Uh-huh.
he doesn't want anything. So I guess it's just up to the judge. But anyways, if it does, it's whatever. I mean,
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, the reason why I'm asking that in the first place is because I've met, I've had friends and they're like they want to be away from their wife or they want to just get away. And I'm like, how do you want to be away from your wife for a few weeks? And they do this kind of often. So I never understood it. And then I don't know if you knew this, my background, I ran a strip club like for a long time actually. And I remember the customers that would come in there, I would just trip out. They were like little kids and just run wild in the strip club. And I'm like, man, you're a grown man. You're going crazy going berserk in the strip club.
um, I think that it depends on the reasoning behind it. If you're getting married because you feel like you're supposed to get married because it's everybody just gets married, because that's kind of like why I got married because I'm like, well, my dream is to get married. I love this person. Unfortunately, they didn't love me the same way. So we weren't really always happy with each other because I was always trying to get him to love me back and he would just fight it. I think that I honestly think a majority of men don't want to get married, but the only reason they get married is because women want to get married.
So
And
they're
like
trying to settle then. You think?
I think that I mean there are men who really do want to get married and enjoy that. but society makes people feel like they have to settle down or so on. I mean, there's nothing wrong with settling down. I've lived that life. It's not for me anymore. I mean, maybe if I wasn't traumatized by my experience, I wouldn't mind, but I've been single since I had left him 4 years ago, and he wants me to get a boyfriend. He has a girlfriend. He's like, he says he feels bad that I'm single.
And
I'm
now,
like,
well, I think right now with probably your career path and what you're doing, I think you're gonna maybe not right now for you because I mean, I'm just saying from the outside
I just
looking.
don't got the time for it.
Yeah, I don't think you have the time for
I
it.
could have laundry pile, and I'm like, I doubt a guy is gonna do that for me. And honestly, I don't want a guy freaking touching my laundry because he's gonna screw up my linens, that my linen clothing that can't be in the dryer, and like stuff can't be in the wash machine. And like, I like my stuff girly, and I don't want to. I had my Christmas tree was pink this December. Like we had candy canes and like lollipops, Christmas ornaments type stuff, and it was all pink. It was frosted with pink ornaments, and it was so girly.
Yeah,
And I
man.
was like, oh my God, I can't believe. I'm like, gosh, if we had a guy living in here, this place would look so like ew.
Yeah.
When we had moving people, and one of the moving people asked if he could use the restroom, and we were like, oh my God, it's so gross. And they were like, yeah, it's so gross. I'm like, we can't have a guy living here. And I was like, don't ever get a boyfriend. I'm like, I
Yeah.
won't.
Yeah, not anytime soon for you because I think you're gonna do some incredible things. I mean, you got the plans with the 5,000. That's gonna take some time. I mean, so I could have swore I got an email. I don't know if it was an email or I saw something with you were something with a preacher. Did you ever do something with a preacher? Was he an actual preacher?
Next week.
Oh, next week?
Yeah. We're going to
Oh,
I'm going to this church.
oh
And then
wow.
I got this, okay, so I have this friend who has this one guy who is a preacher, and he has the keys to this church, and he said he'll let you do stuff in that church if you want. But it's in the middle of nowhere. So I told him like I'm not going in that area because I swear I'm like all it takes is for someone in the Appalachian Mountains to come put me.
Hey, that's some crazy stuff. So, what kind of
So
church is this? I'm just curious. What kind of church?
he's like, oh, it's all fine. It's fine. It's just that you won't be able to find the church unless you know the road. And I'm like, that sounds so
Huh.
scary. So I asked him if he would come with me because I'm like, I'm not going there by myself.
Yeah,
Like, I'm not going there and doing, I'm like, I need you to come with me. And he said
yeah,
he would.
yeah. That's. I mean, like I was saying, what kind of church is this? Is this a
The Baptist church.
Baptist? Okay, all right. Well, I don't
Those
know.
can be dangerous.
It sounds dangerous.
You ever heard of the one Baptist church out Westboro Baptist Church? They're like evil.
Nah, but is that like some
They
gym
they
house?
they have a lot of money because they have a legal background. They took college, whatever, they got like their whatever in attorney stuff. So they're this church, they're called the Westboro Baptist Church, and they've always been on the news and stuff, and they have like protests, and they say you're going to hell, you're abomination. And their services are always like so like intense, and you can't just join them because people will want to join them, but they have to do like thorough background. But there are ones that you don't want to mess with because they will try to sue you and do whatever they can if you try to like, they know their rights, so they know what they can get away with.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. Like me running the strip club, I always would tell people like we have all walks of life that come to the strip club. I mean, you had everybody. I mean, you had dentists, you had preachers, you had anybody, doctors. So I think the same thing with porn. I mean, we're human nature. I mean, I think everybody watches porn. That's just my genuine opinion.
Except I do the weird stuff.
To
I
some,
just I'm not somebody that somebody regular could introduce me to their mom because I've been doing some very questionable things and not regular porn. So that's the thing with my ex-husband. There was one day it was like a while back, and he's like, "Can you just do anything just regular? Why do you have to go extreme?" He's like, "Cause before I couldn't,
yeah,
because when I had started OnlyFans, he's like, why couldn't you just And then he's like, why does it keep getting worse and worse? I'm like, because you don't want me to do that, so I need to find some other revenue. I can't go backwards because then I'll be making less. I need to go forward. But and then he didn't get it. But anyways, he thinks I'm like, he's like
He's
it,
like,
yeah. So anyways, I do some very questionable things that not normal people do. And when I take a step back, I'm like, the church stuff is pretty extreme.
that is extreme, but
But
it shows that I mean all walks of life are into some pretty interesting things.
there's a lot of people that are into it. They think it's funny. They just want to see it because like because it's amateur type. It's not like a pro set.
Ah, yeah. You know what? For me, like if I watch porn, right, I like more of the real, not like the mainstream is cool, but I feel like it feels kind of fake to me. I like kind of,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know if that
The
makes,
real the real it feels like you're almost there because
yeah,
you know that they're not faking an orgasm.
yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. I like more of the real, authentic, genuine feeling. I don't know if other
Yeah.
people can agree with me, but
I'm
yeah.
trying to think of what the other questionable things that I've been doing. I think I just make it because I made a video in Motel 6 a couple times. I love that motel. I don't like staying there, but I like doing stuff there
A
because
Motel
it looks, yeah, because it's sleazy.
6? It
I
is,
go
huh?
there, I just book the room and then I leave. I don't even like, I
Yeah.
love it. I want to find a like an abandoned motel and do like a little photo shoot.
That'll be dope. That'd be dope. Well, you know,
And then I
yeah,
want to do a trailer park scene too
a trailer park scene.
with a
Dang.
bunch of trailer park boys.
Oh, okay, okay. You got all kinds of creative ideas.
I've been wanting to do that since like 2023. So
Yeah.
I need to find some guys with some mullets, some like Joe Dirt type guys, and do that.
Okay. See, well, we're gonna have to like tag this on Twitter. She's looking for guys with mullets and whatever, Joe Dirt dudes. So
I need a trailer park
I think I
or
might
a trailer.
trailer. Okay, I might know somebody with a trailer. You need
Like
some
round up the boys.
You need some like some Mexican guys, like the workers, the guys. We need
Yes.
like Home Depot, go grab them. And
Yes. I did a gangbang once with some Mexican guys
oh, did you? I didn't. I don't. I never
off
saw.
camera.
Oh, off camera, off. So
Hmm.
you do gangbangs off camera too?
No, not really.
Really?
That was a different part of my life.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
I'm like they were like cowboys.
Mm, Cowboy Mexicans. Okay,
I like them.
you like them from Cowboy Mexican.
Reminds me of like the movie Tombstone, the bad guy.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I got a cowboy hat somewhere around
Antonio
here.
Bandana or whatever. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Is
You like Antonio Banderas. All right.
that who it is?
Yeah, I think it was he on Tombstone? I don't know.
It's I can't remember, but I watched Tombstone. I grew up watching Tombstone so many times.
Yeah, I might
The
have.
the bad Hispanic man. He was my favorite.
Oh, okay.
Even though my dad hated him
Oh, it did? What did?
because he was the bad guy and he
I got
shot
you.
everybody.
Yeah, so your dad was like, I don't mess with him. But no, I mean, so what about like in your DMs? Like what kind of I'm just kind of curious, like what kind of messages you get in your DMs?
On OnlyFans,
Yeah, like
um,
Twitter or
I don't really read my Twitter messages unless it's from like creators,
Mhm.
but on Instagram, I don't even think they're turned on. But I did randomly go on one of my Instagrams, just curious to see what people say.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not going to answer them because if I ever answer, they get mean. Because one time I did that and this guy got really mean because I didn't give him what he wanted. And I'm like, that's the last freaking time I ever answer. Anyways, um, can we meet? That's what they say.
Oh yeah.
Let's meet.
People are like,
Let's meet. Like, okay, why don't you go apply?
oh yeah.
How? I'm like, oh my God, it's not that hard, dude. Go find my Twitter. But I can't expect them to know. So that's why I'm like, but I just like, or they say, I'm 45. Is that old enough? Or I'm 60. Is that too young?
So
Um,
what in your personal life is Are you open to age? Are you prefer older or what's kind of
I don't really do much stuff off camera anymore.
no,
I
okay.
don't really have time for it. But I do have this one friend. He's like in his 50s. So we hang out and stuff. I mean, he doesn't live by me, so that's the only thing, but we're like friends and he takes me out on dates and stuff. Um, and he's in his 50s.
So
Like
what
I think next week we're going on a little date in Chicago.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get some like
But
cheap
I
kicks.
can't we can't be anything because I think he's married.
Oh, dang, he's married. Okay.
Yeah, but he's a swinger.
Okay, okay. So it's cool. It's cool.
But I don't know if his wife knows. But I
Yeah.
don't ask questions because I don't ask.
So if you were in a relationship,
I've
right?
known him for over a year, so
Yeah, if you were in a relationship, right? Would you be open in an open relationship or would you want it or would you be against the open relationship thing?
well, I can't really answer that because I guess it depends on the situation. So if I were to go into a relationship for myself, I wouldn't be able to commit to other people by going on dates and stuff.
Hmm.
I would be very obviously like if I'm on camera and stuff, that's different because that's for work. And if I did scenes and stuff, but if I were to like date somebody, it would obviously be way different, like off camera. We'd be regular, but when it comes to like the filming, it's like, okay, I gotta go film on Monday night. I need you to like prep meal for the week.
Yeah.
Or if you, or maybe he wants to be a camera guy, or maybe he doesn't want to be a camera guy because for all we know, we got to get things done at home, and that's why we got a camera guy.
Yeah.
The other situation would be if I wasn't ready to settle like that, I would be like, I'm going on a date with my other guy friend, but it's not serious. We're
Yeah.
just hanging out. We're not even going to do stuff afterwards. So that would be the other situation. But because I'm not in that, I don't know. I guess because I'm so busy in my career, I'm so used to my freedom. And I feel the older you get, the longer you're single, the longer you get used to the that. And my dad is still single after my mom died. My
Uh,
dad is hasn't been able to like
just
ever.
you know what? I've been single for a little while now, and I kind of like my space. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah,
I don't like to be told what to do, or I mean, I like being doing what I want to do.
I think everybody, most people who are single for a while, they get used to that and they like it. And then part of me gets kind of lonely. But
Uh,
then it's like, well, is it because I see my family member with their husband and I want that for the day? Because I know the next day I'll be like, I need to go do my errands. I don't want anybody bothering me. So I'm like, well, what do I actually want? And I'm like, okay, maybe I just need some friends because I don't have any friends around here.
no, I don't know. You might need to come back to California or something. Need to
I just want to have like a friend where I can live down the road like that.
say like a
Because
next.
I had friends in Chicago, but it's not like it would be nice to have like, I don't know, sometimes I just get really annoyed easily with men.
Oh, what? Well, what annoys you? What's something that annoys you?
Um, if they smell weird,
Okay.
like not like I'm like, dude, you need to go take a shower, brush your teeth. I had a guy, oh my God, I don't know if it was at a meet and greet. Man, his breath stunk so bad. I was like, I cannot talk to him anymore. Like, we would not be able to date because it was, it sounds really bad. I'm not really that judgy, but I just get really annoyed easily. Like, please don't fold my clothes that way. I think because I have things that I like in my way where it's like, I don't need you to fold my clothes for me, or I don't need you to make my bed. Maybe it's just because I don't want somebody else's scent all over my stuff.
Yeah, that's different. But no, I get what you're saying though, because if somebody with stinky breath trying to talk to you, you're like, come on, you gotta. And I'm pretty sure you hygiene is a big thing, right? Being on set.
Yes, so I make sure that my hygiene is really good. I do. I take care of my pH balance. I do all of that because men's semen can really mess up a woman's pH balance. And I do pH balance, little chewable gummies, and then I take my probiotics and I do my suppositories, like my tea tree ones, and like I do like anyway, so I try to take care of myself. So I expect the man that I'm with to at least do the same.
Yeah, to at least be, and I agree. I want my girl smelling good. Like if she's
Yeah.
smelling down there, there's a problem.
Obviously, like if a man is working all day and then he comes home, but I do not want a man. My ex used to, his job is very dirty, and
Put them on
he
blast.
would just go freaking in the bed with freaking grease or like, not grease, like, and it was just like, why, how can you lay in your bed in the filth? It would just, I think that still traumatizes me. That's why I say the bed and stuff, because my ex would sometimes not take a shower after work and just go in bed, and he would have all that like residue from like the machinery stuff,
Um,
and it would stain the bed kind of black on
oh,
his side.
dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. Oh
And I
man,
know,
you're
I
sleeping
was
with
like,
Pepe Le Pew, huh? Oh
it
man.
was so gross. I was like, and nowadays, that's why I said the bed and everything. I'm still traumatized by that.
Yeah, you
And
make
I've never been with another man. I've never had another man live with me. So maybe not all men are like that.
no. I mean, no. Unless like I've worked some hard, intense jobs before. I mean, there'd be times where I'm like super tired, but I would still manage to, bathe and take a
It
shower.
was a regular thing. It was eating food like chicken fingers and all that in the bed, and like it just I don't
Yeah.
know, something the bedroom. That's why I'm still traumatized by it, because I feel like every guy is gonna eat a loaded thing of chicken in the bed. Get chicken.
You know what? Since I've been in my own house, I have never done that. So not yet,
Okay.
not yet. But yeah, but if we ever chill, I'll make sure to eat some chicken fingers right there. You'll be like, get out of here. No, that's crazy. But
I have a lot of trauma from my last relationship. So the things that I say might not make sense to other people, and that's what I'm saying. Like what I used to think was normal and I look today is not normal. But anyways, I'm still traumatized by my last relationship, and it's been over 4 years since I left.
now I can understand why you do not want to get married again.
It's just,
Now
and we got married in Vegas. It
oh,
was like, and I said if I ever did decide to get married, I would want it to be very nice and well organized, and just be a special day, because I'm like, why get married and not have fun
yeah.
with it?
Make it nice, right? That's how I always.
Yeah, flowers
Yeah.
and you don't have I don't need a big wedding, but I would like to if I ever got married again. Because my dress, I found it at a thrift store for $3.
Mm. And he
And
in
and we didn't and it's not like we couldn't afford it. It was just me trying not to be an inconvenience.
Okay, fellas out there for the viewers, if you ever want to date her, you have to plan for I think a big wedding. You deserve a big wedding and you deserve something really nice.
As long as they don't change afterwards, because I did a fake wedding with one of these guy friends of mine. Well, he's not my friend anymore. He literally changed after the wedding.
So he was fronting on you. He was fronting
He
about
was trying to tell me I couldn't do the gangbangs. I need to completely change. He literally changed like those men who like they get married and then all of a sudden they turn to like an a-hole and stuff. I experienced that. And that was when I was like, oh yeah, no, I don't want to get married again. I don't trust. But I should have seen the red flags anyways. But because I lost all that content we had done together, I had to find a way to like repurpose all that content, because um I made the wedding part in a reel where I just showed me in the wedding dress walking down the aisle, not showing him so he doesn't come back and start yelling at me. And then I had 20 guys walking through,
uh,
and that blew up. And Us Weekly said I got divorced because my ex found the
Oh, that's what I heard. Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah.
That is not the real reason. That's not from my actual wedding. I was trying to get back what I had paid for everything for that. And all of the money that I had spent was just blown out the freaking door with that. And this guy just, he didn't understand. Like, he just started getting really jealous. And then and he was like, oh, I see how this is. This is all business. And I'm like, yeah, that why do you think we're doing this? I told you didn't have to do this. I said I needed a guy, and I'm like, we're just doing this to have fun. You said you're enjoying making people mad, and I was like the gold digger girl. So then the exit plan was he fell down the stairs because they were like, where'd the old man go? And me being all like, I got at him like he fell down the stairs, and and I'm trying to like make it like, why is she laughing? And like I had to make it like
Yeah.
where people would react, thinking I'm some biatch who freaking made her husband fall down the stairs. But no, my real marriage is had nothing to do with it.
I
I can't believe it blew up. I was like, oh my God. I hope my ex-husband doesn't see that. Apparently, he went to a comedy show recently, and the first 15 minutes was about me. And he said he felt like,
Did they know they know no
and
they
he wasn't going to say anything because he would have been embarrassed.
wow.
I don't know what the comedian said. I don't know if it was about the divorce, because then they would have been like, and then he would have had to explain. He is not explaining. So, because he would have felt like a cuck. That's what he.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I was dating a girl that was, I'm going to be sincerely honest. I mean, I would have to go out and probably, I know that's your job, but me personally, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong for thinking this way, but I would want an open relationship. That's,
Okay.
yeah, I think I would want an open relationship. But I understand that's your job. This is what you do.
Mhm.
And so whoever gets with you, they just got to understand this is your job. This is what you do.
Yeah, I know I don't want a guy living with me.
No?
He
Two,
can live in his house and I'll live in my house.
okay, so separate houses.
I
Now,
feel like most men need their space. You need your space anyways. I mean, back in the day, they used to, or if we did live together, I think we should have separate bedrooms because I want my bedroom girly. You can have yours manly, and you probably would get better sleep. And I think that's healthy. I don't need somebody on top of me
smother
every single night. I don't want that. Plus, I sleep so good.
alone? You sleep good?
Yeah, I sleep really good alone. I
Okay.
can I have what sometimes when I have collabs, I'll have another guy with me and I'll share a room. It doesn't bother me, but I cannot sleep
With some,
because I am knowing someone's next to me and I don't know if I'm gonna roll on them on accident. I'm just like overthinking it.
yeah, you don't want to like, yeah, things happen when you know, you might,
So yeah, if I ever did, sorry, I look a hot mess today.
you look,
This is the real me.
this is good. I like this.
I'm very like this is me. Other not like the internet where I'm like all dolled up. That's when I actually have time to I don't put myself together on the weekends.
Oh, actually, you know what? You look, to me, you look very pretty. And I think the viewers are going to enjoy this because they get a different, glance at you. You look good.
Oh yeah, thank you.
I would have
Yeah,
told,
so I don't want to I think if I ever date somebody, they should live in their house and I'll live in my house. And then that the heart grows fonder when you don't and then you can call and be like, "Hey, you want to hang out today?"
does looks really matter for you? Is looks a big thing for you? Or you're kind of like,
As long as I mean, there are certain looks that I'm attracted to. Um, just because a guy might look like a model, I'm not really attracted to like guys who overdo it because then I feel like I don't know, I don't want to like say stuff that might make people upset. I care more about their personality than I do their looks.
mm,
Because I was like talking to this guy over the weekend. I was in Chicago and he was very attractive, but something about him, I felt like he was a little narcissistic.
okay.
Something about the vibes was given. And then yeah, so he's like, "Oh, I could do a video with you." And I'm like, "I guarantee you wouldn't." And I said, "I don't even think we would work out because I think you're just all talk." He's like, "No, baby, no, baby, I'm not all talk." And I'm like thinking, "Well, what happened?" he tried messaging me and I found out he had a girl and he deleted everything. I was like, see, I told you you wouldn't I was like, I told you you wouldn't have been able to you wouldn't been able to last. Your girl.
Yeah. So
I think
so
his girl found out that he was trying to make a video with me because she must have saw the messages.
did she hit you up?
No, I was waiting. That's why I actually was looking at my messages because he deleted the whole conversation because I told him I'm looking for guys and this was down in Chicago and he's like, "Can you blur my face out for this interview?" And I said, "Sure, I'll blur your face out." And I'm like I was like, "Sure, I'll blur it out. I mean, it's not like you're whatever." And he's like, I asked him if he had a girlfriend. He's like, kinda, but we have a situationship. I was like, okay. Well, I was like, well, what does it matter if you have a situationship? Like, you're just talking to me. Well, anyways, he deleted the whole conversation. I was like, I knew it. I could tell from his personality that he would had not, because he would have changed his mind and be like, you need to delete our content.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
He got caught slipping. He got
Hmm.
slipping.
A
So,
bunch of guys did. I had
oh,
to blur out a bunch of guys' face. I haven't posted any of this stuff yet.
oh wow. Dang. So do you deal so the guys that hit on you, right? Are they trying to are they all trying to shoot content with you or is that the norm for
Um,
hit on you?
I don't really have a lot of people who hit on me because I don't really put myself in that position. I kind of have my Marilyn Monroe effect turned off when I'm in public.
Oh, okay.
I don't
So
know if you've heard of that, but when I'm downtown Chicago, I'm all like dolled up. If I'm like putting myself out there, then it invites guys in, and then it's too overwhelming.
see that's what strippers used to do. I would wonder like they'll when they're out in public, they look like a hot mess. They have their hood, they have a hoodie on and
That's how I like to look. That's why I look right now. No one recognizes me, and I prefer it that way because I don't want to get recognized. I've been recognized before, and it's really uncomfortable. And usually I'll have them message me and wanting to make content with me and putting me in a weird situation. And it's like, just because we see each other in the wild doesn't mean we're going to make a video.
yeah, right. I mean that's that to me that's
Unless you join my gangbang.
yeah, see, I think for me, like if I was dating a girl that wanted to do a gangbang, I said, baby, just do your gangbang without me. I don't even want to see that. But you know,
Yeah, so yep, I just look very like low key when I'm out in the wild at home. Unless I'm like in Chicago, then I do myself up so that way because I'm doing content.
yeah, you like Chicago, huh? What is it? The food? What do you like about Chicago?
Well, because my cameraman is down there.
Oh, okay, so you shoot content out there.
Yeah, because it's just convenient for that. My cameraman, I have like a few cameramen down there, so I prefer not to film content in Wisconsin because I don't want to deal with people potentially following me home. I've already had a couple of incidents where fans found out where I lived, and it gave me so much anxiety where I've had to move a couple times, but I'm like, I don't want to put myself in that situation. So just going down to Chicago is just much safer. And then I have people say, well, those people could follow you home. I'm like, no, they're not following me home. They don't even know what I drive. I have all my ducks in a row. They won't be able to figure it out. And most of the guys, once they do, they don't know where I live. They I'm not even filming. I'm not even staying at the place that I film at.
Yeah.
And I'll have somebody else drive me. So they'll never know.
Do
And
you,
if they do, they'll never be in my content again. And I have their driver's license and all their information.
yeah, you probably get a bunch of weirdos. We used to get a bunch of weirdos outside of the club waiting for the girls to come out. So I understand that. I want to know, do you have any like embarrassing moments while shooting?
No.
No? That's
Mm-mm.
that's good. How
I
about
did queef, but I did that on purpose
okay, well that's not
with
too
a bunch of cream pies.
okay, well that's not that's that's kind of I wouldn't say normal, but that's
I
kind of
purposely did that for the guys who are into that.
okay. So guys
One of
are
the guys laughed and he was like, I can't. And I was like, you pussy.
so is that a thing for guys? They want to hear the girl queef?
A lot of guys like that.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
They like watching it come out.
Oh shoot.
They're
Okay.
like, ooh, that's nasty. They
Yeah,
like that.
now, do you have any personal like fetishes or things you're into?
Not really.
Oh, okay. Well, we anyways. All right. I know we probably could probably talk for hours if you think about it, because I think
Yeah,
but I mean what's coming up for you? Like what do you got cooking up here?
I'm gonna do stuff with a pastor very
Yes.
soon. And then I'm gonna try to hit up a VFW.
Oh yeah, I did read some. Yeah, the
I
veterans.
had to put that aside because my psoriasis flared up
Oh wow.
all
Oh
over my body from strep throat. That gangbang in Vegas, or in the gangbang, the 50 guy one.
yeah, that put a
I
good
got strep throat from that one.
was that was an anal one, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, okay.
Somebody else got it too, strep throat. So I got it from somebody in that gangbang.
Wow.
And 4 weeks later, psoriasis flared up from my body because of strep throat. Never had psoriasis before, and that's when I found out. And I still have it, but it's not as bad. It's like as long as I do my spray tan, you can't really tell. But I've been fighting it for since February.
Yeah, so
March, April, May, June, almost July. I was told it can take like 6 to 7 months to clear up completely, but it's still like kind of on my legs. So, anyways, I had to like put all my shoots off, like no more shoots for a while because I looked like a spotted,
yeah.
like I had spots all over me, all over my legs. It was so bad. That's why I've been wearing like long sleeve dresses, bodysuits because it was the only way I could hide it. And but anyways, I'm back to doing shoots. This week was my first shoot since I did one during Exotica, but my psoriasis was bad since January.
Okay. So you got the preacher coming up, then you're gonna do the big one uh pretty soon as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this stuff with Lily Phillips. I'm gonna try to go out to the UK as soon as I can. I got invited to go on a reality show out there, but I can't say which one, and I'm really excited. I did an interview, and then I did a second interview, and then they're gonna review it, and then I'll find out when I can go out to the UK. So I'm really excited to go on this reality show because I've been on one reality show so far, and I want to get into some acting because I have that opportunity. I have connections to that. But for now, I just want to try to get into like the reality show stuff.
Oh, well, when you come to California, please let me know if you're down to do the ayahuasca or the combo. I am down, and we
Yeah,
could.
I would love to do ayahuasca with you. Are you sure you're ready to open up? Because I like to go by myself.
Yeah. We're gonna we'll have a ball. It'll be fun.
I'm gonna confess all my bad things that I've done and be
I,
like, I'm never gonna do that again. And
I'm
I
already.
literally turned around 2 weeks later and did the thing that I said I was never gonna do again at the ayahuasca retreat.
Hey, well, we're gonna chop it up. Okay, it's gonna end right
Okay.
now. So I want to thank you for taking the time. Shout out to you, Wisconsin Tiff. You're awesome. I love talking to you. You're dope.
Yeah.
You're dope. So we'll talk soon.
All right. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Gentleman Club Diary.